We'll ask them to snap very politely. It didn't work. Patriot, Blue Marvel, Mystique. Say hello to my little friend. Oh my goodness, that's filthy. The 6-power Enchantress is here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's here to stay. Adios, Patrios. Filthy. Love it. It looks like we're up against Patriot, and this is where our 4/6 Enchantress is going to do the business. We have a decision to make over Polaris and Daredevil. I'm going to take the Polaris. We almost want to move the cards away from Stark Tower, though, right? When I don't have Killmonger. Patriot comes down. We move Squirrel Girl away. This also opens up potentially more space for them to play cards for my Enchantress to hit. Let's go Daredevil Iceman. We could go into Asgard to draw more cards. There's the Mystique ready for our Enchantress. The Daredevil's also down now, so we can get the Professor X through. We, of course, just don't want to Professor X the left, because that's where Enchantress is going to go. We can time our snap nicely. So this deck is built by Moyen. It is a interesting approach to dealing with Sandman decks. It didn't feel too good against Sandman last month, but with the Enchantress buff and less Sandman decks, it could now be a serious deck. It's just a good stuff deck. You have cards like Daredevil, Professor X. You have a nice package of cards with Angela, which synergizes with Nightcrawler and Jeff being able to move them away. I forgot to snap. Oops. That was a bit awkward. Hopefully they stay in it with the Enchantress coming through. They might not anticipate it. It was a boomer snap from your boy, though. But yeah, Angela works really well with Nightcrawler. And with Jeff, you've got the Miles. We've also got a little bit of Clog in terms of Titania, Polaris, Green Goblin. With Daredevil, that can work really well. You've got Jeff, which can slot into the Professor X. And of course, this new 4/6 Enchantress absolutely doing the business against a whole bunch of decks, particularly Patriot, of course. That's a Patriot, a Mystique, and a Blue Marvel. And that is a 4-cuber. It's a really nice deck. I've been very impressed by it. You might want to experiment a bit, like get rid of the Titania perhaps. I think she's the most cuttable card, but it's a really solid deck, and big ups to Moyen who built this one. Gamma Lab, probably not the best for us without Shang-Chi access. That's pretty good for us though. I feel like we just don't even bother competing for this location, honestly. Shuri's Lab's also kind of rubbish for us. Having started with Angela. Alright. Back in the room. Well, they're going Dino. If only I had a card which would deal with them. But you might still be losing with the fact they have She-Hulk here, right? This is where we just wish we had the Shang-Chi instead. Just dealing with both. Unfortunately, I think we're just going to lose her. We'll snap. It's almost like bluffing Shang-Chi left. It's tricky to replace Jeff in this one because then you're also like your Miles and your Angela aren't working right. The deck is really built with Jeff in mind with the Professor X as well. I mean, a lot of people that buy Kang don't use him very often, myself included. And I'm a big fan of Kang, but I think it is definitely not worth buying over Galactus simply for the sake of enjoyment and fun and diversity in decks that you can play. Kang is like the last card you put into any deck, whereas Galactus is a whole archetype and deck that you build around. Is Shang-Chi better than Enchantress? I mean, in this particular game it is. But this deck was built in the previous meta when Patriot was very popular. But obviously at this moment, yes. Here we go. Do we have enough? I think it's close. Oh, Miles gets us there. Beautiful. It's nice to have a new card when it just comes out, right? It's exciting. So it would make sense to save up, I think. I don't know how good the new card, like the new big bads actually are. Let's get to clogging in Grand Central. What do you think? Get Jeff now or Iron Lad? Jeff is great. But if you're not looking to get Howard, then I wouldn't bother with Iron Lad. I think you want to get both. Is High Evolutionary Big Bad confirmed? No, not to my knowledge. We could have actually gone Titania. Or as well, even more clog. I haven't played Thanos in a long time. Thanos is a lot of fun though, but it's definitely very good as well. No doubt Thanos is still one of the top decks in the game. So we can go Jeff, Titania here. Oh, look at the Miles. Titania, Jeff. Miles. Beautiful stuff, man. Really, oh, they cock block my Titania. They have 6 cards in hand, mate. That's a lot of cards. This just seems like it's winning. Like surely they're gonna play Chavez or something. They might not though. Let's go for the leader still. Oh, it's a Modok. It's pretty good. Oh mate, this deck is a lot of fun. I'm really loving it. And I think this is like where we've landed at, where actually Enchantress is good as just a card. Right, it's just a card that you put in a deck. It's a good card which you put in a good deck. That's where Enchantress feels right now, which I think is great. How good is Cam with helping Cube Economy? I think better than people give credit for. If you ask the average person, like the average creator, they're going to say not that good. But I think it's pretty good. I actually think Kang is very underrated, but I would advise against purchasing it because it's low impact. It's also kind of frustrating to play Kang because of how long his animation takes. That is like a serious downside of the card. It just feels like clunky to play because of his animation. Probably just going to Pro X the left. This is actually their own Daredevil, so they might also hit us with Professor X. Well, if everyone presses the restart turn button, then the game, you're going to have some serious bugs with that. The restart turn button is very, very buggy. Viper 50-50, do we go for it? I think so. Oh, the boomer snap. No! Fuck sake. Heartbreaking. What we can do after a few more games of this though, we'll play this for a little while longer, see how we feel about the deck overall. We can just look at like more mid-rangey type decks with Enchantress, because that does seem like where she's going to really fit in. Just good decks with Enchantress. What are the other leaks? The other leaks, Yoda, I've posted a video on it on my YouTube if you're interested. The other changes are like it's live as well, by the way. It's not even leak, it's like actually live. The other changes are Shanners are 4/4, Sandman is a 3/5, which is a nerf, and Lizard now has an ongoing where it loses an extra point. So it loses 4 points now if they have 4 cards. What's my favorite location? Sanctimorium. Maybe Klein. Nah, Flooded. If I can't pick Flooded, my second favorite location is some kind of location you can't play cards in. I'm a sucker for these kinds of locations. Would you trade out Lizard and Basic Sarah? No. Still good. Because you can play on turn 6 and you can also kill Monger. I think it's still worth it. And you might even play Enchantress now, right? I'm just gonna snap, I guess. Like, they haven't played anything. Seems fine. We'll just go for the Professor X into Superflow. Shannon buff is honestly bigger than I first thought. You're liking basic Sarah of Enchantress? I would honestly advise against it. If you have Hitmonkey, I would go for a Bast route. I think it's better. Yeah, Klein is basically flooded. I do like that location a lot as well. Tricky decision on the Titania, right? I guess we're just going to take Enchantress Titania on the final turn, so... Like Bast Hitmonkey Sarah? Yeah, I think it's much better. Much better, because like... Yeah, Bast is so OP in that deck. Bado, you think with all these changes the Surfer deck will be popping off? Yeah, I think Surfer's very good. Lizard should also be good in Surfer still, because it's good with Storm and it's good with Killmonger, and the deck plays both. So you can still play Lizard in that deck. But yeah, I still actually think that Enchantress is actually not correct in Sarah decks. Which is a controversial take, make no mistake. This is really good for us, because they got ahead, and we're about to Enchantress their ass. We'll ask them to snap, very politely. It didn't work. Patriot, Blue Marvel, Mystique. Say hello to my little friend. Oh my goodness, that's filthy. The 6-power Enchantress is here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's here to stay. Adios, Patrios. Filthy. Love it. I'm pretty sure the word Marvel can't be... I'm pretty sure the word Marvel can't be in the title. We have been decimating Patriot, yeah. I mean, we actually had a game a couple ago, though, where the buff to Enchantress literally did win us the game. We would have lost it otherwise. But we won by a single point in the Enchantress lane. I've actually not ever been a big fan of Enchantress. Like I said, I've split the card once, and I only have 50 boosters for her. And most of those boosters came from early pull 1 and 2. Enchantress quite nice on Soulstone. What do you think on Enchantress and Electro Ramp instead of Ebony more? I'm not sure I see it being good in that. It's an interesting idea. Not sure why the Polaris set the miles up. I'm going to take the Enchantress in the Snap. Why not? Do you want like Snap? Yeah, I'm leaning towards like Sunday Snap or something. Justice League. Such a really good idea. Best of the besties. Yeah, maybe not. Don't think that's going to fit my brand. This never backfires. Copium. You should co-host with Nina again for your tournament. Yeah, it's really fun working with Nina. She knows how to make me laugh, that's for sure. Oh, wave is pretty exciting with the fact we have leader. Easy leader mid should do the business. Yeah, I am planning on quite a lot of collabs. It's something I'm really working on. I'm really going to be spending more time on YouTube content in general. Like today I spent a very, very long time working on YouTube stuff. I have a really cool video on Nebula coming out tomorrow. And more collabs in general, particularly with like very high level players or something. That's also something the tournaments will do. You what, mate? Well, we still beat that, right? That was a surprise though, but fortunately we still beat it. I don't know how they were ever planning on winning from that. Fucking good. Video out tomorrow, early in the morning. Maybe I'll post a video on this deck first. Depends when my editor is around. Thanks, Johnny. Alright. Daredevil on 2 seems good. We could also go Daredevil off into the right though, just in case it's Sanctimorium. I think it's probably just better to play Daredevil into the big house though. Get some stats in there. Do you know what? I've made the exact same prediction. Veed indeed. I agree that she will get nerfed. Nebula this is. To a 0-1 or a 1-0. She looks too good. I think the card is very, very, very powerful. It's also my kind of card in terms of the fact that it slots in so well with Storm, Professor X, Spidey, Goose. More collabs with Lobster? Yeah, Lobster's the boy. Definitely would like to. God, so it was really fun hanging out with Lobster actually as well. We in Geneva on the Friday when we arrived, we played some chess. He beat me twice, convincingly. And then later on the Friday, no, the Sunday rather. We just walked around Geneva a bunch, and we were like both doing YouTube, helping each other with YouTube titles and stuff. Hey, Meister. It's so lovely to see you guys. I'll be honest, I was feeling a bit down about the the Twitch stream I did yesterday. Like, it's done, but like the views were like low, and I wasn't feeling too good about it, man. It was a few days ago now, actually. It's really dumb I let views affect me though. Like even today, like I've got more views than I did the other day. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fucking good. I don't know, it's weird. It's just nice seeing lots of people in chat, right? Hey, Educate Collins. Thanks again so much for the host. You guys are on YouTube? Yeah, I stopped multi-streaming for a long time because it's against Twitch partnership, right? But I did a Twitch stream a few days ago, like I was just saying, and I was like, oh my god. I wasn't feeling it, man. Like, so I've decided maybe I'll go back to it. I'm on the fence a bit. So you also think she might get nerfed? Yeah. She looks really, really good. I think the thing with Nebula and... Oh, bloody Nora. Jesus Christ, mate. You need to calm down. Thing with Nebula is, like, I don't even think that she's just good in decks where she has synergy. My fear is that she might just be good, you know? So, we're moving Jeff either mid or right. Hey, Collins. Guys, if you don't know, Educated Collins does amazing YouTube content and also streams on Twitch as well. Please do give him a follow and a subscribe. Right, the Jeff can go mid or right. Obviously, we never keep it left. I would wager the right is better. But who really knows? Leader! It's always leader. It's nice to see leader being played in a deck which isn't ramp, right? This is the source.